inspired generations to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see our whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen their social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is why they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orca. Their common name is killer whale. We are home to 5 killer whales, all with their own unique personal names. We have 3 females, Takara, Sakari, and Kamea, and our 2 males joining us out front right now is Tuar and Kyuquot. Kamea is our youngest whale at 9 years old, and Takara is our oldest whale at 31 years old. Takara is the matriarch of our pod, which means she is the leader. These whales trust us and take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we teach them husbandry or health-share behaviors. And to help demonstrate these behaviors today, we have Malin and Kassidy at the slide-outs.
Thanks, Kassidy. Hey, everybody, I'm over here with 23-year-old Tuar. So one of the first behaviors that we teach the whales is the behavior called a fluke present, where, as you can see, the whales present their tail flukes to the trainers. A fluke present not only allows us to look over the whale's entire body, but it gives us access to the easy-to-see, shallow veins that run on the underside of their tails. Our veterinarians are able to collect a blood sample from these very veins at least once a month during their monthly physical, and the whales are conditioned to remain calm, just as Tuar is demonstrating. Throughout today's presentation, you'll notice that we're giving the whales tail rubs and back massages, maybe even pouring buckets of water in their mouth and along their body. The whale's skin is very sensitive, and this is just one of the many ways that we can build our relationships with the killer whales.
That's right, Casey. Hi, folks. I'm on the other side of the pool hanging out with the largest member of our killer whale family, Kyuquot. Drawing blood is just one of the ways we can make sure that the whales are staying healthy. Another important diagnostic tool is knowing how much each individual weighs. We weigh the whales once a week by asking them to slide their bodies out onto a killer whale-sized scale located in one of our adjacent back pools, just like this. Now, take a look at the back end of his body. A large portion is still hanging in the water. That's called the peduncle, and it can easily weigh up to several hundred pounds. So, in this position, we're actually not able to get an accurate weight. But to solve that problem, we can ask the whales to lift their head and tail into the air just like this. And that's how we know that Kyuquot here is weighing in at 9,650 pounds. It's important to know how much each of the whales weigh to make sure that the younger animals are growing appropriately and the older animals like Kyuquot here are maintaining a healthy weight. All of these husbandry behaviors help us to ensure that the whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. And for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Hey everybody, I'm down here at the glass with my new friend Dalen, and we are spending time with Tuar. So, yeah, give him a round of applause. Very nice. So, killer whales learn from observational learning or mimicry. So they'll follow their mom or other members of the pod to learn really important life skills. Here at SeaWorld, sometimes they'll play follow the leader with us. So you want to play a little game of follow the leader or two? Awesome, you're on it, man. Okay, so you're gonna stick that hands up in the air and give him a nice big wave. Very nice. That's pretty cool, huh? So he saw you really well. Killer whales have great eyesight, both above and below the water. At times you'll see them spy hopping or even leaping out of the water to get a really good look at their surroundings. So we're gonna ask Tuar to demonstrate that right now with a behavior called a sighting bow. Remember that second hand signal? Point at him and 1, 2, 3. Very nice. He saw you and he is taking off. Wow. All right, you can come all the way up here to get a good look as he's gonna lift his entire body up and out of the water.
Wow, that was so cool! And did you guys hear the splash that made? That's one of the ways killer whales communicate. Kyuquot and I have moved down here to the glass with our new friend, Albert. Everyone say hi! He's gonna help me teach you guys all about killer whale communication. Now, besides tapping their body parts on the surface of the water, killer whales can communicate by manipulating the blowhole on top of their head. So, Albert, why don't you take your 2 fingers and pretend you're conducting an orchestra. Very nice. Sound travels 4.5 times faster in water than it does, yes, that's right, than through the air. So that means that when the whales are making these sounds, it can be heard for miles. Now, it was pretty loud when in the middle of the pool. But are you guys ready to hear how loud of a splash Kyuquot can make? All right, Albert, you heard him. Let's do that second signal. 2 L's, down at your hip and over your shoulder. Beautifully done. Why don't you take one big step forward for me? I need you to stay right here. You're gonna keep a really close eye on Kyuquot. Now, do you see how he's using his tail flukes in an up and down motion to swim through the water? Albert! What happened? I had no idea that was gonna happen, you guys. It's just lucky that I have this awesome towel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for both of our volunteers today.
As you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period for a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that isn't possible to obtain out in the open ocean. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. SeaWorld works with our partners, like the Norwegian Orca survey, to further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales eat. fin together with swipes of their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt, use fluke slams to stun their prey, and even beach themselves completely out of the water. For our whales, it's a fun demonstration, but for you, it's the thrill of the hunt. Depending on where they're from and the time of year, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference. The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect.
So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
For everything we do each and every day. We will continue to learn from them and hope that you will too. Thank you for joining us and have a great